First story of the day, Netflix. Netflix is saying, hey, we want to get into the rugby game again more originally, I guess to say the least, as they announced that they are going to be doing a series following each of these teams for the Six Nations. If you don't know what the Six Nations is the six-country competition in Europe that involves in England, France, Scotland, Ireland, Italy, and Wales. And that's going to be starting for 2023, expected to release in 2024. For me, I think this is dope. I mean, it's great to see original content. Obviously, this is all coming off the back of F1 Drive to Survive series. Basically, the production company that did that is now kind of creating a slew of these documentaries. Including it in that is tennis, which already released with Breakpoint. They're doing one, obviously, for rugby. They're doing one for cricket. So they're really just trying to see how many of these they can take advantage of. For what it's worth, it's not like it's a first thing. I think the best one that had been done in terms of behind the scenes of rugby for a full season or tournament was All or Nothing, the New Zealand All Blacks that was on Amazon Prime that was done back in 2018. Great one. I wish they had done a second season. I don't know why it suddenly stopped. Because it's not like it was, maybe it was COVID, could have been COVID, but I'd have loved to have been able to see each one, but maybe it just didn't get the numbers at the time. So it's really important that those numbers come in. But there's also other documentary series that are out there that work, and this isn't going to be the first rugby content that's been on the Netflix platform. I think this is just the first one that's going to be original content by Netflix itself. So it still serves to be good. It's still something to be excited about. I know for me, we're reviewing movies and documentaries here, so it's good to be able to have another one to be able to follow and get the full names. I made a hot top take on my Twitter at GiftTime Rugby that I didn't think that Six Nations was probably the best or competition to start with. Honestly, I would have probably done another one in the southern hemisphere. But, Six Nations should be good. I expect a lot from the French side to be really interesting when it comes to its characters. I expect a lot from Ireland when it comes to its characters. I think the UK has a couple people. I know they're going to probably focus a lot on Maro Toji. He's going to be a central figure. I don't actually find him that interesting of a person. I think he tends to maintain posture for the camera. And honestly, when you go behind the scenes like this, you don't want people maintaining posture. This is like the USA's HBO's Hard Knocks. Like you want some grittiness. All right, I want to see some people cussing. I want to see people complaining that they think players are not a good role model for their kids because of how much we get to see behind the scenes. Because that's when it gets real. That's absolutely when it gets real. And that's when I prefer to be able to see the elevation of how everything goes. But for me, hey, that's just me. But for the rest, I think this is going to be good. I hope that this gets played on more than just Netflix UK. But, if it is, hey, VPNs exist for a reason, right? But this is good for the community, good for the brand. I'm going to probably assume that clearly World Rugby is involved because they are the owners for the Six Nations. So we'll see how much they actually give to us. But their process of continuing to try and be a media machine is very apparent. And, we'll see how this continues to go. For a while I lost my smile, but they still couldn't steal my style. Now they're never gonna bring me down.